Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair could miss SummerSlam. That is the last thing that I wanted to hear. That is the last thing that I wanted to read today. But it is true. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair and their match could very much so be in jeopardy, according to PW Insider Mike Johnson. He reported that Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair missed a second live event in Columbia, South Carolina. They also missed the one the day before in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it was due to unforeseen circumstances. Now, I'm not going to sit here and speculate on their health or do anything like that. But PW Insider is reporting that they've spoken with several sources inside the company who expressed concern that their match announced will not take place anymore at SummerSlam. But there's nothing confirmed. Look, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, who I believe to be the co-main event, the true co-main event of SummerSlam, that's a huge blow. It's a huge blow for SummerSlam. It's a huge blow for WWE if they're not able to compete for whatever reason. Again, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and speculate. I'm not going to say it's because of this or that, or maybe it's this or that. I think us as wrestling fans do a lot of that on the internet way too often, so I'm not going to do that. I will say that they are very important, and it will be a blow to WWE if that's the case, if they're not able to compete. And also, with the news of CM Punk showing up on Rampage, and WrestleVotes tweeted out that a source said not to expect a reactionary move when CM Punk shows up on Rampage just 24 hours before SummerSlam. Well, if you lose Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to think of something, because I don't think fans are just going to be satisfied with Goldberg and Bobby Lashley. Hell, even John Cena and Roman Reigns. I just don't think that that's going to be enough to keep fans satisfied to make this as big as you say it is. They've been campaigning for months about how this is going to be the real true WrestleMania. This is going to be the biggest event of the year. And it looks like that on paper, kind of, sort of. You can argue. Some people say that the SmackDown side is a lot better than the Raw side. I think the Raw side needs some respect. I think the Raw side ain't that bad. The Raw side has the almighty WWE champion Bobby Lashley. Put some respect on his name. Now, I know he's fighting Goldberg, but we all know Goldberg's not gonna win. You think that Lashley has to have done all this, has done everything leading up to this moment to lose to Goldberg? That ain't gonna happen. I highly doubt it. And if it does, you call me out on it. Make sure you follow me on the socials at BrianTronics. Follow the show at Within the Ropes on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, man. So WWE saying not to expect reactionary move if, or more so when, CM Punk shows up on Rampage. But if you lose Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, that's a big fucking deal. And hey, you got to figure something out. Maybe Becky. I know Becky's going to be in town. I know that they said not to expect, or sources said not to expect her back at SummerSlam. Maybe not till October. But if you got to pull the trigger, if you got to do something, you got to do something. I mean, Charlotte can't do everything around here. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for the first installment of this little news update. It's a little news. I'm trying something out. Just trying something out here. All right. I got episode 2 of the flagship show that just dropped. Make sure you guys check that out. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever the episodes drop, it's time to listen. All right? I'm going to catch up with y'all later. Good night, wrestling fans.